Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Tigers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Notre Dame's offense will be first on the attack. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Wants to throw. It's Carr. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Irish send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. So Memphis offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know so many... I've already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out.
There he goes! And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. Let's take a minute here and talk a little Memphis. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Off-play action on first down. Looking down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Leaves it with the back. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Lewis wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Hawkins. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. To the ground with the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. A really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards.
Looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Got a little space. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Now on first down from the 30. They'll run the option. The pitch. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The run from the shotgun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Throw off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Lewis to throw. He's got him. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. Memphis heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Lewis wants to pass. That's caught. It's Smith. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So,
he's got some space. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
you want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Lewis to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Floats it out in space. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
How about that grab? That thing had to be slick, and he just snatched it with one hand.
I mean, that's just crazy how easy he makes the one-handed catch look. Obviously, there's elements, and you got to deal with the weather. That's part of it. But he just said, I am him. One hand, snag it, my ball.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Trying to get rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. The give on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. TCU is running away with this one thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 24 over Kansas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Carr. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fields. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. At midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. At the 35, he's got room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll just play it safe with the run. Right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the fourth down.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lewis wants to pass. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Lost the fire on second down. The short hands, it's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. That's caught. It's Thompson. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Now on first down from the 43. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. Third down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened, now setting up fourth down.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It's complete to the right. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Here, we've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got a man. It's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Lewis to throw. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Under fire. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's...
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. He's brought down, but this freshman is not afraid to take a shot. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Pauly finding an escape route.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On the run, it's Love. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right down the boulevard. That'll close the gap to 14.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Lewis wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Firing to the right, complete. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Still running at the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Makes the grab. It's Fields. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. And as he throws, can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They try to pop a run on the draw.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lewis to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the route. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.